let's do a start bench cut. Which
I love start bench cut.
Start now.
Yeah.
Bench, sit down and be quiet, or cut.
Okay, start bench cut. We're going to give you again, for those who are just joining us here on the Rich Eisen Show for whatever reason, you have to choose one to start, one to bench, one to cut. We give you three choices.
Yes.
Okay, first up, the Chicago Bears 2020 starting quarterback. Here are your choices. You must start one, bench one, and cut one.
Okay.
Cam Newton, Phillip Rivers, and your current quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky. Start, bench,
I
cut.
start Cam Newton, I bench Mitch Trubisky, and I cut Phillip Rivers.
Huh. Really? Phillip Rivers comes available this offseason? No. Really? No way.
You know,
Okay.
you see in sports, you see age come in when it comes in, the moment. We're at the Phillip Rivers has been an excellent quarterback, but the way he's playing is not because of he's got a bit of an offensive line problem, but still, it's a big bowl of he's Phillip Rivers.
Yeah. So my prediction is that you're going to run it back with your coach and quarterback. They're going to run it back. 2020 will be Nagy's the coach and Trubisky's the quarterback.
Of course.
And that's the way it's going to go in
No,
Chicago.
hold on a second. If they got rid of the coach and or the quarterback, the GM's going, oh, I stink.
Exactly.
Yes,
Because the GM can't go
by
to...
the way, the ownership takes forever to get rid of somebody. They're not getting rid of the GM. No, it's all the same next year.
I think they're going to run it back.
Yeah, and guess what? I'll still be there.
Okay, very good. Next one up.
Yeah.
There's the latest story about the Houston Astros and a cheating scandal in baseball.
I hate that team.
Okay, most egregious form of cheating in baseball.
Yeah.
You must start one, bench one, cut one. Using cameras and signals to steal signs. Using corked bats, performance-enhancing drugs. What's the worst one? And then the one you cut is the one it's no big deal.
Okay. The worst one, using cameras, did you say?
Cameras and signals to steal sign, yes.
Well, signals I'm not worried about, but cameras I think takes it too far. If a player gets to second base, fair game. Fair game. So I would say, what's
using cameras to steal signs.
The second one,
corked bats.
Corked bats.
Oh, they put a Sosa photograph.
No, by the way, that's a big cork bat. Okay, so I start cork bat.
Okay.
Because right away, that is huge cheating.
Anytime you need a drill to actually, when you're using power tools.
I bench. I bench whatchamacallit. Cameras. And I cut performance-enhancing drugs. You know, I am not pro steroids, all that, but a lot of guys use steroids, and it didn't affect their stats. They were in the lineup, but it didn't affect their stats, so it kept them going. You take someone like Barry Bonds, who is a ridiculous baseball player, give him a chance to get stronger and every day have his energy, he's going to tear apart the universe. So I cut that one.
Have you ever used a performance-enhancing drug yourself, Jeff?
From a wiener.
Got it. Next one. Here we go. Next one, everybody. Start, bench, cut. Best place to watch a Cubs home game. Bleachers, rooftop bar across the street, in a luxury box next to Tom Ricketts.
Okay. You start a luxury box next to Tom Ricketts.
Okay.
Which I've never done. I have sat at the game next to Tom Ricketts numerous times, but first row.
Okay.
But I would say luxury box because you're right there. Bleachers, number 2. And then rooftop. I did that once. Oh, is that a waste of time?
What do you mean?
Oh, it's lame. Now, you know, I used to live there with Conan. And before they changed the thing and built this one building, from my back porch, when I lived there with Conan, I could see down the third baseline to home plate. And it was so fun and exciting.
Hold on a second. For those who may not know, you lived with Conan O'Brien in one, on Sheffield? Or
on Kenmore.
Okay.
Right by Sheffield.
Okay.
And you know who had the apartment, who I got the apartment from was Dan Castellaneta. You know,
the
Homer
voice
Simpson.
of Homer Simpson.
Yes, and
because Conan wrote on this.
Yeah, but that was not. I was friends with Dan from Second City, so that wasn't even part of it because Conan came in after I already lived there. But yeah, from my back porch, could see into Wrigley. I watch Andre Dawson bat like down the third base line from left field.
What was Conan O'Brien like as a roommate?
He was a delightful roommate. I was the bad roommate. For example, I had air conditioning in my room. I would go in and shut the door and not invite him in. He had the back room, which was so hot in the summertime. And the poor guy, he actually threw away his futon when he moved out because it was just so sweat.
threw away his futon. It was not reclaimable.
Not reclaimable unless you like that sort of stuff.
Last one for you.
Yes.
This is going to be a good one. We go out with a bang, if you will. Start, bench, cut, Jeff Garlin.
Yes.
Most suggestive sports phrase for this generation. Load management. Beating the shift. Tanking.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go reverse on this one.
Okay, sure.
Beating the shift is cut. Let Adam, think that he's involved with the lexicon. He's not.
Okay.
So what are the other two?
Load management and tanking.
Okay. Tanking, I would bench.
Okay.
Load management. Dear God, man. That works on so many levels. I mean, when I use my performing-enhancing drugs, it doesn't help with my load management. But I got to say, I believe fully in load management as someone who uses performance-enhancing drugs and as a Clippers fan. I believe in load management.
I'm sure you do.
So load management is a big one for me.
We talked about it the other day. Whoever came up with the phrase, we need to come up with a way to make it sound official that we're just resting our players and it sounds something serious. Let's call it load management without actually having to describe what the load is that is being managed.
Right. So it works on a lot of levels, as I said.
It works on
But
many
I have
levels.
to say, it's probably some general manager, somebody, and then it was a broadcaster who repeated it, and then it gets used and then used. It's always broadcasters who pass it. It's like the term "my bad." I hate it.
Right.
And my opinion is it started with somebody who worked with the mentally challenged, because that's something that it sounds like a mentally challenged person would say.
Right.
And they were out playing basketball, and then they made a foul, and somebody go, "Oh, my bad." Someone goes, "What's that?" He goes, "Oh, I must have heard it at work." Boom.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.